The profession is for professionals, for teachers who want to see the best for their students. And so we give, we care. And because we give and we care, and because the profession is mainly women, it feels as if we are being treated unfairly and I guess our value is devalued because we care. But we are a profession, and now I love it. I absolutely love it. I love teaching, and I will always give to my students because they need the best of me. But because of that, I've tried to focus on the classroom rather than always fighting the fight outside of the classroom. And that's where the deprofessionalisation has happened, because we are expected to give and give and give, and yet our pay is decreasing in real terms. It also means that teachers, we can't afford housing. Teachers are having to decide between clothing themselves, clothing their children, or sometimes giving to the students. And we have to dip into our pockets to give to our children because we care. We know that children need to be safe and they need to be valued to be able to learn. And that's at the cost of our well-being and our sometimes financial stability as well.
C'est paradoxal, effectivement. Et on disait, tout le monde confie ses enfants aux enseignants, mais malheureusement, ils n'ont pas la considération qu'il faut aujourd'hui. Et peut-être ce qu'il faut comprendre, je pense qu'elle le disait avant, l'enseignant, c'était un notable. Il est respecté. L'enseignant était formé aussi. Mais aujourd'hui, l'enseignant ne bénéficie pas de la formation nécessaire pour faire son travail correctement. Vous voyez ce que cela induit? Ce manque de considération dont je parlais tout à l'heure de la société. Et alors, ça conduit à ce que l'on pourrait comprendre comme un désintérêt, quelque part, par rapport à cette éducation qui est d'une importance capitale pour nos sociétés. Sans éducation, on ne peut parler de développement. Et malheureusement, les pouvoirs publics investissent le moins possible, pour ne pas dire qu'ils se désengagent même de l'éducation. C'est donc effectivement un paradoxe vraiment que l'on pense que l'éducation doit être une priorité, mais qu'on ne fasse pas beaucoup pour que ça soit une priorité.
Education is not just about the buildings. You can have beautiful buildings, but if you haven't got the right teachers there, then you're throwing money good after bad. There's no one size fits all for education. What makes the difference and the kind of takes on board that we have got different children sitting in front of us, it's the teacher. It's the teacher and their support staff. You can buy millions of pounds worth of books, you can buy millions of pounds worth of technology, but if the teacher isn't there to make it fit for each individual child and their need, the money is going into a void. And that's one of the big issues, because teaching and education is qualitative, it's not quantitative. We're talking about children. We're talking about children who are still growing. They can't be just a statistic on paper.
Il y a cette tension, effectivement, cette obligation de résultat qui, malheureusement, fait que on ne voit pas l'essentiel. Qu'est-ce que nous voulons qui sortent de nos écoles? Est-ce que c'est des citoyens bien formés qui puissent réussir, se servir leur pays, servir le développement? Si c'est ça l'objectif, je pense qu'on peut penser à dire que investir, financer l'éducation, ce n'est pas un coût, ce n'est pas le coût qu'il faut voir, mais c'est l'investissement à long terme qui est recherché. Former des êtres capables d'agir. C'est de voir la communauté internationale, les États, nouer un nouveau pacte avec les enseignants. Un pacte qui puisse aider à donner une éducation de qualité, donc une formation adéquate des enseignants, une motivation, une collaboration, c'est-à-dire donc un dialogue social inclusif, donc voir l'enseignant comme un partenaire, une force de proposition et non quelqu'un qui est là, qui doit juste exécuter.
I think the most important thing is that we are active partners. We are equal partners as teachers. We are not the enemies of promise. We are the agents of change. But if you don't tell us why we need to change something, why would we be invested in it? So for me, my job as a teacher is to tell my children that they have got the art of the possible. That's what my goal is, to make sure that they see the possibility of change and a world that they can envision, but they can be a part of it. I can't do that if I'm not trusted as a teacher to be able to create that space. So I will stand up and I will be protective of my classroom, of my students, of my profession, but that's not because I'm an enemy of change. It's because I want the best for my students, and you can't do that without talking to me.